Hi everyone, Ethereal Enchantress here from Magic and Movement, and today we're going to work on the second chakra, the sacral chakra, which is to free our emotional flow, or at least that's the intention of today's video. So if you haven't already done the root chakra video, I recommend you doing that before this one, and if not, and you want to do this one, then let's flow. We are going to start on our mat today in a wide-legged child's pose. Taking our feet nice and wide, sitting back onto the heels, and walking our hands towards the top of the mat, bringing our forehead down to the earth. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Taking a minute to ground our energy and set our intention for today. Let's start off by visualizing a nice, beautiful orange glow in our pelvic bowl, in our sacral chakra area. And there's a liquidy quality to this glow. Almost as if our pelvic bowl was a real bowl and there was orange water in the bowl. Now I'd like you to keep that visual in mind throughout this practice. Let's come up onto our hands and knees and start with some beautiful fluid motion through cat-cow. So original cat-cow, you press into the hands, you dip the belly down, and you exhale, you bring your hips forward as you tuck the chin. Now we're gonna add some fluid motion, so think circles. You don't even have to stick to that. Just kind of moving our whole body. Really bringing that movement and flow into the energy, which is very connected to the sacral chakra. And I realize this looks silly and you might feel weird about it, but ask yourself why that is. This is very natural to keep our body moving and lubricated. Now we'll tie this back into the very structured cat-cow where we inhale, bring our chest forward. Exhale, tuck the hips forward. And we'll do 4 more. And last one. Tuck the toes under, press your heels down as you straighten the legs, bringing the booty to the sky. Nice downward dog position. We can walk the legs out by bending one knee and then the other, kind of just getting our legs warmed up, opening into the back of the knees. And to keep with that fluid motion, we're going to wave our body forward into plank and then wave it back into that downward facing dog. So we're going to do a ton of these with our breath, inhaling as we come forward, exhaling as we bring our hips to the sky. Four more. Two more. The last one. And downward facing dog. Bring that right leg high to the sky. Bend the right knee, open the hip, and we're going to take some hip circles. Nice big circles using the knee to drop. And bringing that knee forward, plant that right foot down, drop the left knee, low lunge, untuck the toe. Just kind of sinking into here, allowing yourself to open forward. You can use your hands to support you. You can use blocks here if taking your hands all the way to the earth is uncomfortable. And just breathing and sending breath to that hip that we're just opening for the first time today. Now really pressing into that front foot. Let's come up to an engaged low lunge. Activating the muscles in our hips, pulling the right hip back, pushing the left hip forward. You can take your hands to prayer in front of the heart. Nice deep breaths in and out of the nose. And we're going to bring some movement in. We're going to sink deeper forward as our hands come back. And as we inhale, we're going to press into the front knee, going to release the engagement in the left hip and bring our hands up. So forward and back. 4 more times. Last one. This time when you come forward, take your hands to the mat. We're going to walk our right foot over to the outside of the mat. So it's kind of kissing the edge of the mat. A nice wide lizard pose here. We're going to take some circles here as well. So think of pushing your butt up towards the sky, circling it down towards the mat, and then kind of doing this little circular motion with the hips. Using your hands to stabilize. And switch directions. Remembering to breathe, we don't want to hold our breath. And once you come to center, we are going to come up high onto that back leg and step that back leg forward, still kissing the outside of the mat, and bring our hips down to the center for Malasana Yoga Squat. It's a nice, beautiful way to open our hips, pressing our hands together and pressing the elbows into the inside of the knees. Nice straight spine. And here's where we're really going to start having fun with our visualization. So bringing that imagery into our pelvic bowl of that beautiful glowing orange watery substance. And we're going to keep it in the bowl for this one. So we're going to just allow that liquid to flow around in our hips, in our pelvis, in our sexual centers. Release your hands to the earth, straighten the legs, and we are going to walk our feet towards one another. Take your hands to your hips and come all the way up. Inhale the arms down, round and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump to your plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And taking the left leg high to the sky. Bend that left knee. Take those beautiful hip circles. Nice and big. And bring that knee into the chest. Plant that left foot down. Drop the right knee. Allowing yourself to just hang out here for a few breaths. Really allowing that hip to open, supporting yourself with your hands. Nice deep breath, sending that into the hip space. Now pressing into that front foot, coming into our low lunge or structured strong low lunge, pulling that left hip back, pushing that right hip forward, creating that tension in the hips, really feeling your legs engage. Hands to prayer at the front of the chest, and just holding here for a few breaths, really strengthening our hip muscles. And we're going to add that movement where we come up with our arms overhead and sink low, arms come back. One more. Take your hands to the earth. Scooch that left foot over to kiss the edge of the mat. Our nice wide lizard pose here, and we're going to take those hip circles again. So really working into the mobility of our hips here. And switch directions. Taking your right foot up and stepping that right foot forward, coming into our Malasana once again. Visualizing that beautiful orange light and that fluid in our pelvic bowl. And we're gonna bring it into a little bit of our body outside of that second chakra now. Allowing that liquid to flow into your thighs, your butt, your low back, your belly button. Just allowing the boundaries of this fluid to move through the body. Saying this affirmation, my emotions are a guidance system. My emotions are giving me information. I listen to what my emotions are saying. Take your hands to the earth, straighten those legs up, and slowly roll up to standing, taking the feet into center. Inhale the arms down, round and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Step or jump back to your plank position. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg comes high to the sky. Sweep that knee into the chest. Plant that right foot. Drop the left heel and come up to warrior one. Open out, warrior two. Left arm comes back, right arm forward. Looking over the tops of your right fingers. Let's bring some movement in here. We're going to just start by rocking the top of the body back and forth. Just little reaches with the arms. This time, bringing our left hand to the back of the left leg And reaching our right hand up, even back if it's in your capabilities, really opening that front body. Nice deep bend in that front knee. And then coming forward with that right hand and placing it on the inside of the right foot. Extended side angle. We're going to go back and forth between these two poses 5 times. So we're going to come up and back. Inhale. Exhale as we bring that hand down. Flow with your breath. One more. And as that hand comes down, we're going to straighten that front leg. Pull the right bum cheek under. Pull that left hip back. Nice squared hips. And we're going to breathe here. Really extending that top arm up. Really pressing into the right hand. Creating this beautiful line of energy between both fingertips. Take both hands to the mat, turn that back foot forward. We're going to step forward and take one more Malasana. Bend those knees, bring the hips down, taking our hands to prayer. Really centering ourselves in that visualization and allowing that watery liquid to move further through the body this time. Expanding out past the thighs, down into the knees. Down into the shins and the calf, up into our stomach, our rib cage, just right up to where our heart is sitting, up the spine. Just allowing that movement and that water to flow freely. Affirming along with me, it is safe to feel. It is safe to heal. Feeling is an integral part of healing. Take your hands to the earth, straighten those legs up towards the sky, and bringing that upper body up, nice and rolling slowly. Coming to center. Inhale the arms down, around and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant the hand, step or jump back to your plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side. Left foot comes high to the sky. Sweep that left foot forward and plant it on the mat. Drop that right heel. Inhale, warrior one. Open out, warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Deep bend in that front knee. Now starting off with that gentle movement, swaying forward and back. And bringing that right hand to rest on the right thigh. Bringing that left arm up, really nice deep bend in that front knee. And bring that left hand forward to the inside of the left foot. Right arm comes up, extended side angle. Now moving back and forth between these two motions 5 times. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower down. Continuing with your breath. And last one. Straighten that front leg. Pulling the hips forward. Really pressing into the the left hand and really extending that right hand up. Nice long line of energy between your two fingertips. Take both hands on the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Right foot comes high to the sky. Bend the knee. Let that foot fall over to the left side of the mat, pressing the left hip up and opening your chest towards the sky. Flip dog. Noticing where you're feeling resistance, what's coming up for you today. And just noticing, not judging, allowing it to move through you. Come back to center. Come back to your downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg up again. We're doing the same side here. Bring that knee into the chest. Drop the right knee behind the right wrist and allow your left hip to come down. Pigeon pose. Keeping our chest elevated. Can have a block behind the right bum cheek if it helps. Wiggling high off the ground. And if it's in your practice, you can slowly come forward over that front leg. Bringing your upper body up, planting those hands nice and firmly. Tuck that back foot under and step back to your downward facing dog. Left leg comes high to the sky. Bend that left knee. Let it fall over to the right side of your mat. Pressing that right hip up and reaching that left hand towards the top of the mat. Flip dog. Feeling this beautiful opening through the body. Breathing here. And coming back into our down dog. Bring that left leg back towards the sky and sweeping it forward, planting that knee behind the wrist. Pigeon pose, other side. Elevating that front of the body for a few seconds here. You can bring that front leg more parallel if you have the flexibility to do so. And once you have the structure and form, we can slowly lower over that front leg, allowing our forehead to come to the mat. Slowly coming up, grounding those hands down, shoulder width apart, tucking that back toe under and pressing up into our downward facing dog. Walk your feet to the center of the mat. Come up to standing. We're going to turn to face the wide side of our mat. Bring your feet nice and wide apart. Turn the feet out and drop those hips. So we want our knees to be kind of over top of our shins. Nice straight line with our heels. Pulling the pelvic forward and taking a beautiful goddess pose. We're going to do just these little bounces, and we're going to visualize that orange liquid moving a little further into the body, down into the feet, into the toes, out through the arms, into the neck and chest, up into the head. And just visualize like little people or some sort of entity moving through that water, moving around and collecting debris, collecting gunk and goop and glop that we've collected in different areas, and transmuting it and breaking it down so it can flow through our system nice and smoothly. Okay, straighten those legs. We're going to pigeon toe our feet inwards and slowly bring our chest down, taking our hands to the mat. And we're going to undulate between a flat back and bringing our head upside down. So inhale, flat back. Exhale, down. One last one. And as we come down, you can either take your hands and hold on to the opposite elbows, allowing yourself to just sway forward, hanging over here, or you can support yourself with your hands if that's more comfortable. Option to walk your hands back behind you and get a little bit more deep into this pose. Really pressing down to the outsides of our feet. I can always feel this in my ankle bones. Allowing that blood to rush to the head, clearing out all the gunk in there, bringing fresh oxygen to our brain. Taking your hands to the earth. We're going to take our left foot and we're going to point it out to the top left or top right corner of the mat. Bend the knee and bring the toes of the right foot up to the sky. So, Skandasana, either supporting ourselves with our hands, or if it's in your practice, taking your shoulder to the inside of your knee, hands to prayer at the center of your chest, and balancing here, really feeling that opening in the hips. Notice where any resistance is, whether it be in your mind, in your body, in your soul. Allowing that to move through you. Just witnessing it. And take your hands down. We're going to walk to the other side, straightening the left leg, bending that right knee, right toes facing to the back right corner of the mat. Option to support yourself with your hands or take the shoulder to the inside of the knee. Hands to prayer. Where can you be more open, not just in your body, but in your life, in your values, in your mindset? Now we're going to have a little bit of fun with these two sides, and we're going to sway back and forth nice and fluidly, using our hands to go back and forth, creating more openness in these hip channels. And two more. Come to center. And come up to the top of the mat. We're going to inhale the arms down, around, and up. Exhale, bend the knees, sit onto the mat. Slowly lower down. Take the bottoms of the heels to face the ceiling or the sky. Either take the backs of your knees with your hands or the bottom of your feet, whatever is in your practice. Press the tailbone down into the earth and then press your knees towards the mat. Nice flat back. All posts of our back are stuck into the earth, grounded into the mat. Breathe in here. Doing that last little bit of cleanup in the body, moving that liquid around, those little fairies or swimmers or entities are swimming around and they're gathering the debris and they're breaking it down into tiny, tiny little speckles that will be easy to move. And feeling that energy flow. Releasing the feet, allow your legs to come long down the mat. Allow your feet to fall open. Hands on the earth, palms facing high. And just noticing the sensation in your body. Noticing the sensations in your hips. And what I like to do here is to do a final cleanse where all of that debris we've broken down gets removed through the feet. So you can think of like a big vacuum cleaner, just like going to the bottom of your feet and just sucking up all the debris, everything you're ready to let go. Leaving what is good and nourishing and nurturing for us, just taking the debris that we are letting go, that we no longer want, that no longer serves us, and taking it away. Just sucking it out through the feet. From all corners and crevices and cracks of the body that have gathered and collected for who knows how long. You can continue with this visualization for as long as it takes to get all of that debris out. And once you feel you have done that, repeat the following affirmations. My feelings are a guidance system. I am in a partnership with my feelings. I can use my feelings as a tool to heal, to notice where in my life I need to focus on, to work on. It is safe to feel. I welcome in healing. Blessed be. Now you can stay here in an absolute state of bliss, or we can roll over onto one side. Press ourselves up to a seated position. Thank you for joining me today for this beautiful sacral chakra flow. I had so much fun doing it with you guys, and I don't know about you, but I feel energized and open and ready to take on the day. If you want to bring this practice a little deeper, I have a journal prompt PDF that is completely free, and you don't have to give your email for it, in the description box below. I'm going to do the third chakra next week on next Sunday, the solar plexus chakra. So if you want to follow with these videos and you're having fun doing them and you find value in them, subscribe down below, like this video if you liked it, and share with anyone you think would gain value from this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.